Good morning, family. Welcome to today's A Deck a Day. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. We're going to be working with classic Lenormand today, and we've got 3 mini mirrors. This one is with apatite and gold leaf. This one is with malachite and copper. And this one is with tanzanite. And we've got a little steel hope charm in here. So whichever resonates with you most, keep in mind, and I am going to pick randomly and see what your message is for the day. If you are seeing this for the first time, this is our 3rd installment of A Deck a Day. So feel free to check yesterday and the day before's post so that you have a little bit more backstory as to what we are doing here. But in the meantime, pick a mirror, pick one of my lovely pieces of orgonite that I am loving making, and let's see. If you chose the first one with apatite, your message for today is the bouquet. Now the bouquet is about a gift. It's about love. It's about receiving something and accepting it. I'm getting a sense that if you chose this mirror, if you chose this pile, that you may have a hard time accepting gifts when they are presented to you. You may have a hard time feeling a sense that there isn't any strings attached when you are presented with a dozen roses. But sometimes it is just a gift, and sometimes it is just about being grateful and being able to say thank you and, paying it forward, whether it's to that person or to someone else. So pay attention to the bouquets that you receive. It's also a sense of stopping and smelling the roses and looking at the gifts in every day, paying attention to all there is to be grateful for when the flowers are blooming despite challenges and change that is happening, that is sometimes feeling very restrictive, that it's important to pay attention to nature because it definitely is a gift and brings us joy and makes us feel and get reminded on that sense of love and that life is absolutely a gift. So that is your message for today. If you chose the malachite, then your message for today is the gentleman. Now, whether you are watching this and you are a gentleman, or if you are a lady, or however you choose to define yourself, this is thinking about masculine energy. All of us, regardless of our biology, regardless of our choices, have divine masculine and have divine feminine as a part of our makeup. So this is a time to think about that divine masculine in you, and if there needs to be a little bit more balance in certain senses. And it could also mean that there may be too much, maybe in terms of an aggression, that you may, again, in regards to that balancing, of thinking about not overriding too much in regards to masculine energy. So gentlemen, if anybody is watching, then you definitely want to be fine-tuned in regards to thinking how you exercise your manhood and, not overdoing it in a sense where it's going to make someone feel uncomfortable, especially if you are in a relationship, whether it's personal or professional or platonic, with a female, and you may be coming on too strong in some ways. So definitely find that fine line in regards to all of us, for all of us to find that fine line between the masculine and the feminine in all of us. If you chose tanzanite with hope, then your message for today is the cross. Now the cross, has some religious connotations obviously. But if we look at the religious connotations of it, but just look at the symbology, then we can definitely think about heavy burdens that we are often carrying, and it's time to let them go. It's time to release it. It's time to free ourselves and not feel like we are in victim mode all of the time. It's important to, not put too much of a weight on our shoulders in regards to thinking of cross energy, and being a little bit easier with ourselves, being a little bit more gentle with ourselves. It's also about fate. It's about prayer. It is about faith. We're in a time where things are really, really stressful. From one day to the next, we don't know what the decisions of life are going to be, what mandates are going to be, and we have to choose faith over fear, regardless of what our actual religious backgrounds or spiritual backgrounds are. It is important to choose to believe in something greater than yourself, whether it's a spiritual entity, whether it's a God by any name, whether it's just community, whether it's just collective, whether it's just your family. Think about that community. Think about how things affect the whole. And as a result, have a little bit more faith in that whole, in that collective. So I hope that resonates, and I will see you all tomorrow for another A Deck a Day. And in the meantime, lest we forget, get back to natural. Peace.